Number 139 in the Radiance range is the Ogre of Athens. Now, reading the synopsis, having a look into the film, it portrays itself as being one of those kind of bumbling comedy films, an idea that I was curious to delve into. It's all about a meek, daydreaming bank teller fixated on a legend known as the Ogre, a local criminal that's really notorious. And with a series of coincidences, or basically an article in the newspaper with someone that looks remarkably like him, people start to mistake our mild-mannered bank clerk as the Ogre. And he begins to embrace the role, only to find himself trapped in a world of misunderstanding, paranoia, creeping doom, and the streets of post-war Athens.
Όμως τη ζωή που τη είστε κι εσείς, βουτυγμένος μέρα νύχτα στην αγωνία. Έχετε λέει αναστατώσει στην Αθήνα.
And for the most part, as it starts, I was getting what I was expecting. It's a film where it's funny, it's engaging. There is long stretches where there's not a lot of dialogue. There's this kind of physicality within the humour and the situations and the way things are set up that's really endearing and fun and draws you right into the film. But then it takes this dramatic turn near the end and becomes something far more hard-hitting. And because I was with this character and having fun and engaged within his whirlwind romance and the criminal lifestyle that he's flung into, I was on this journey. And when it goes in a darker place later on, I was already fully invested. And it hit harder because of that.
Έπειτα με πήρε ξεδέλφη μου και πηγαίναμε και κλέβαμε είδη του εχθρού. Μας πιάσανε όμως και ένας Θεός ξέρει το πώς γλιτώσαμε.
You have a passive and lonely protagonist. This is a man who you can tell everything from the character when you see him. He's lacking imagination. He has all these insecurities that make him vulnerable. He's unsure about himself. He's second-guessing what people are thinking about him on the street. It's only when he pretends to be someone else, when he takes on the persona of the ogre, that he really starts to develop his personality. It is a case of mistaken identity, and for the most part, it leads to some really fun moments, you know, as this character is mistaken for this high-powered outlaw. He starts to slowly build himself into that persona. At first unsure what's happening, realising the inevitability of his portrayal, and then starts to embrace it, becoming that character and starting to shake the shackles of his previous life and move into something new. But he's also moving away from himself. He's not really being himself, he's portraying someone else. It's a kind of noirish theme to this thing. You know, once the misunderstanding begins, the character is swept towards a tragic end point that he just can't escape.
Και γιατί δεν εξηγιώσουν πιο ύστερα που σε συμπαθήσαμε.
Ήταν αγάπια.
Μη με κοιτάς κατάματα, θα σου βαρέσω καμιά.
It's the tantalizing nature of being that persona that he's never been before, juxtaposed with the mundane life that he had previously. I really like Athens and the way it's shot throughout this. It becomes a cold, impersonal maze, you know, that overwhelms the individual. It mirrors the protagonist's psychological descent as he sort of loses himself within this world. We kind of lose the bearings of what's round about us because everything just falls into this weird maze-like structure, which is great. Like I said, there's lots of moments at the start where there's not a great deal of dialogue, but there is this expressionistic touch throughout it. You know, the shadows, the night streets, the figurative compositions of the city turn it into a kind of psychological space. It's wonderfully well done, and one of the clearest examples of that I've seen, particularly when they're walking around in the cobbled streets. We have the angular shadows there, very much put me in the mind of Caligari almost immediately. It's such a strange and unusual film. It's comedic, but it's hard-hitting. It's funny, but it's full of anxiety and vulnerability. It's chilling and melancholy, but kind of uplifting and funny at the same time as well. It has lots going on, and the way the film morphs and changes throughout was absolutely wonderful. A real standout for me, and one that I maybe wasn't expecting as much as what I got, but what I got really delivered, and it was just fantastic. Highly recommend this one. Let's dive into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for the Ogre of Athens. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Jonathan Franzen, novelist and winner of the National Book Award. Jonathan Franzen introduces the Ogre of Athens, discussing how he discovered the film at a young age and how it would go on to be a significant influence on his novel Freedom. Created exclusively for Radiance in August 2025. Runs for 7 minutes 18 seconds. And it's great. You can just tell he's got a passion for this film. He names 3 films that really influenced him, of which this was one, and how he would go into use this to inspire his novels. Next, we have Christina Newland. Writer and historian Christina Newland provides a critical analysis of the themes of the film while delving into the production and legacy. Created for Radiance in July 2025. And it's 11 minutes 5 seconds. And again, it's another great piece. Christina Newland as a critic is one that I really like. She has some really nice thematics. She brings out some really nice topics, and she does so again here. Next, we have Dimitrios Papanikoulou. Greek film expert Dimitrios Papanikoulou places the Ogre of Athens in the context of the golden age of Greek cinema and assesses its unusual role within it, as well as examining the lasting influence on the cinema of Greece since its release in 1956. Created exclusively for Radiance in July 2025. This is 25 minutes 46 seconds. I really enjoyed this one because as a Greek person, he has a lot of insight to the political landscape that was there, how the film influences films going forward, how it was such a flop when it came out, how it's become one of the defining films of the Greek age, as well as giving some more examples of films that kind of fit the same ethos. Also included in this set is a 28-page booklet where we have some 2 articles or 2 essays. One that I really enjoyed was an excerpt from Freedom, which we have with the corresponding extra on the disc from Jonathan Franzen. It definitely made me want to pick up that book. That's the extras for the Ogre of Athens. There we have it. Another winner from Radiance, which I shouldn't really be surprised by. I still haven't encountered a film that I haven't liked as yet. The Ogre of Athens is an atmospheric European noir. It's moody, it's tense, it's tragic, and visually very interesting. It's less about crime and more about the fear of being seen, judged, and misunderstood in society. That's a message I can really get behind, and a thematic of the film that I really enjoy. I would love to know your thoughts on the Ogre of Athens. I hope you're going to check this one out. I really do think it's extra special in amongst the Radiance range so far. So let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.